privilege of hanging with you guys a little bit today. What hasn't been done on quarantine life? Everybody's been doing everything. People have been talking about all the stuff that they do. I'm going to just take you through a normal day in the life of me. Hopefully I can get my iPad all straightened out here. So I thought I'd have some fun today. I'm sitting here in my office. The weather is shit, windy and whatever. So today I would like to talk a little bit about what I've been doing during quarantine, and also a little experiment, little test. I'm going to turn this a little bit this way if I could, and maybe you guys can see, but I have brought myself some chicken sandwiches. I have a bunch of chicken sandwiches, so I'm going to do a little taste test for spicy chicken sandwiches because I miss the old days. I miss the days of people arguing over a chicken sandwich and not over politics and race and things like that. So excuse me for 1 second while I attempt to take this thing live and share it. So anyway, I think there we go. So I'm going to do a little taste test today. I have picked up numerous chicken sandwiches. Not a chance in hell I'm going to eat all of them. But I've developed a scoring system which I think will be helpful. It's the Bosey scoring system. And I'm going to be judging all of these chicken sandwiches based on 3 different criteria: the spiciness, the quality of the chicken, and the bang for the buck. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to, maybe I'll try to turn this camera around instead of me doing it this way. And so let's see if I can get a better picture of me and the chicken. So hanging tight, don't anybody go anywhere. Technical difficulties here. Let's see what we got. See how it works. Does it work? Hopefully you guys like chicken sandwiches as much as I do. My iPad, on the other hand, is not cooperating so much. All right, looks like we're going to have to keep it. Anyway, so while we're talking here, my goal today was to just talk to everybody a little bit about what quarantine life has meant to me and what GovsRadio and Governors has meant to me during quarantine while I'm enjoying some delicious chicken. So I'm going to randomly reach out for the first one, and it will be Burger King. I will be doing Burger King. So let's try Burger King's chicken sandwich first. I don't know if I've ever had a Burger King spicy chicken sandwich, but we'll give it a whirl, see what happens. All right. Well, got some good spice to it. Not bad. I thought it would be worse. Which, by the way, is the best review that Jeff Bosey and I have ever gotten after somebody listened to No Rhyme and No Reason. I thought it would be worse. So, pretty good. Got some heat. I'm using the Bosey scoring system. And if you'll notice, I won't reveal the scores now, but I will reveal this handsome devil. This is score sheet number 1. This evidently is Jeff Bosey. This was taken outside of a convenience store. I'm pretty sure this is right before he was probably arrested for stealing small-size condoms, which word on the street was they were still too big for him. But anyway, that's our score sheet number 1 for Burger King. This handsome Jeff Bosey picture. So I'm going to write BK on here so I remember, because I'm going to tally them all up at the end. So anyway, I also want to talk about my quarantine life here. So today marks 3 months. This is the end of the 13th week of me being quarantined. I've been out a little bit. Here's the downside. Very close with my twin sister. Haven't seen her in 3 months. Very close with my son. I've seen him 15 minutes in 3 months. Talk to him a lot. And my mom, nursing home, Oakdale. She's 87. I usually go out there a couple of times a week. Haven't seen her except for FaceTiming with her on Mother's Day. Haven't really got to see her. So it's been a little bit of a bummer. But, so far everyone's healthy, so that's okay. And we are getting at the house next week, although not mine, my girlfriend's kids, 3 kids, all grown kids too, all getting 3 sibling puppies. So there'll be 3 dogs between next door here and in the city, but they'll all be hanging out here every once in a while, so that'd be pretty cool. So, let's see, what else? Let me just check to make sure everything is good. And, okay, so, what else? I'm going to take a sip of water and I'm going to try a second chicken sandwich. How about that? Now, already tried the Burger King one. I'm going to go with Checkers. By the way, you do a chicken sandwich taste challenge when you can't sing like Andy Plajanos or Daniel Asher. I definitely didn't want to take a shower right now, like Eric. Although I like to take a shower. I just don't want to take it with you guys. I don't want to do anything with a animal-looking inflatable like my buddy Jeff. So I'm going to do chicken sandwiches. That's basically what I'm doing today. And talk to you a little bit about the quarantine life. So this is Checkers. Now, this just the looking of it compared to the Burger King one, you can see it's a little bit, it's Checkers, right? Checkers is like the 2 a.m. drive-through. If White Castle's crowded, you go to Checkers. So let's give it a whirl. They're like Sonic, but without good commercials, I think. Let's give it a shot. Well, I don't know. Something's missing. You know that feeling you get when you see a picture of Sally O'Neill and Tony Walker together, and you just know something's missing? That's the same feeling. By the way, Sally O'Neill, Tony Walker, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays from 11 to 1, Knock 'em Dead comedy. Love it. Tune in every day when I can, if I'm not too busy with working from home. And I love it. But yeah, a little bit of something's missing. Not bad though. Chicken's good. Not as spicy as I would like. I like a spicier chicken sandwich. I give them a little extra credit for using shredded lettuce. I like shredded lettuce. So, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that expensive. It's Checkers. I think for like $11 you could feed a family of 7. So, all right. Now, in the Bosie scoring system, the Checkers scoring will be kept on this handsome one right here. Now, for those of you who don't know, this picture was outside of most college bars and Chuck E. Cheese's and playgrounds. This is Jeff Bosie. Evidently, this was Jeff celebrating his first blowjob. According to him, it took more than 1 beer to get the taste out of his mouth. But anyway, he had the beer anyway, so it was good. But we're going to use that for Checkers. What a handsome guy. That must have been like, I'm going to say like 50, 60 years ago, at least. All right, so what else? Quarantine. So I'm in my spacious home office now. Look at this baby. I mean, it's just, let me see if I can take you guys around here. It's just, ooh, right? Look at that. Yeah, big time. Yeah. It's perfect on a rainy day, and on a sunny day, nobody wants to be anywhere anyway, right? So, all right, well, that's 2 chicken sandwiches down, and I'm going to have a little water again. If I was Andy Plajanos, I'd probably be juggling this glass of water with a chainsaw and a ukulele without spilling any water, doing ventriloquism, and singing an Iron Maiden song. But this is all I got. Okay. So, what are we going for next? Oh, it's one of my faves. I'm not going to lie to you. I've had these before. Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. I don't know about the other ones, but this one's going to be tough to beat in my eyes because I always liked the Wendy's chicken sandwich. In fairness, my mom was a redhead when I was growing up too, so I'm probably a little bit biased. But let's give it a whirl. You know what? It's pretty good. Not bad. Pleasant surprise of Wendy's chicken sandwich. How pleasant of a surprise? Imagine you're on your way to a comedy show at Governor's or the Brokerage or McGuire's, and you get a flat tire. By the time you fix your tire, you arrive late to the club. But when you get there, the friends you were meeting already ordered appetizers and drinks for the table. That's a pleasant surprise. Oh, and your friend leans over to you and said, "Don't worry about it. You only missed one comedian. It was Jeff Posey." That's a pleasant surprise. That's the Wendy's chicken sandwich. It's pretty good. Always love it. Now, it'd probably be better chasing it with beer, but you know, you got to be professional on these shows. You know, you have to. I leave the beer drinking to Mike and Pete on the work, and let them talk about beers. Well, and they love them craft beers, and I don't. But God, they know a lot about beer, and I'm sticking to the water. So what else? So during quarantine, I have been working. I have not had my usual, appointments with clients and things like that. Been doing a lot of Zoom stuff, a lot of Zoom meetings, which is cool. You know, could do them from my deck. I can, schedule them at all random times. I don't have to wear pants if I don't want to. And who wants to wear pants? So I do like that, but comes with much less income. So right now, like everybody else, feeling the burn. I probably should have looked for coupons for these chicken sandwiches, but I did not. Fortunately, Jeff Posey and I get paid a substantial amount of money from GovsRadio for doing No Rhyme and No Reason. We're not supposed to tell the other hosts, but it's big. It's a big number. But let's keep that quiet. I think we're second highest paid after. Oh, never mind. You don't want to know. So, okay. So, I am going to do my Wendy's chicken sandwich scoring system on the Posey scoring system, 1 to 10. Now, this is an interesting photo. Notice the hourglass design above the waist. Yeah. This was right after Jeff, went for that interview at UPS. And, unfortunately, he wore the pants from his Century 21 real estate office. And, let's just say it didn't go well. So, let's see. I'm going to give my Wendy's some decent scores here because I'm not going to lie to you, pretty good. One thing about Wendy's chicken sandwich, not as cheap as you'd think, but, pretty damn good. So, I know what you guys are thinking. Why would you go out and get all these different chicken sandwiches? Because for 3 months I've been home, okay? For 3 months. There's only so many times you can walk the dog, sit on the deck, fantasize about what are you going to have for dinner, or go on a Zoom meeting. And that's all I got. So I'm doing this again in 2 weeks. I'm thinking French fries. I'm thinking I'm going to go real hard and go after the French fries. So if you got any better ideas. So, let me talk to you a little bit about my thoughts during this quarantine. The country's a shit show, right? I mean, we can agree on that. It's a shit show. I never thought not only would it be holed up and there'd be all kinds of economic stuff and everything, but who knew that between the pandemic and racial tensions and everything that people would be going crazy. Nowhere better than social media do people go nuts. It's going to be interesting to me when people go back out and have to meet face to face because, one, I don't know if people even remember what in God's name they posted. A lot of people are just doing sharings and cutting and pasting and putting memes out there. But there's been some nuts out there. Let's hope cooler heads prevail. If not, hey, it'll be fun, right? I'm looking out the window. I feel like it's we're about to get a nice little storm here. So let's see what else. But my point to this was I like to drown out the day. I will put on GovsRadio. I do miss like crazy going to governor's comedy clubs because even before I got into comedy, which by the way, celebrating my 2-year anniversary this week of comedy. And not gonna lie to you, over 100 fans satisfied. Not by me, but I did shows with good headliners, so my friends came and they had a good time. But 2 years doing this, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's the most satisfying thing I've ever done, but it is unbelievably tougher than people think. And I don't care what your background is. I don't care if you can sing, dance, act, whatever. Being funny on purpose is a lot different than just going out with your friends and, throwing a couple down and doing everything. So, coming full circle, that's why I have a lot of respect for everybody at GovsRadio. What a great bunch of people. Since I've been doing my show, since I had been around the club and had been on other people's show before Jeff and I did our show, it's amazing. I mean, it's just so many good people. Everyone, when I first got in there, meeting Sally and Tony and Eric, and now Eric and Danielle are doing their own thing with Ashland. And Graz, I remember going down there when he was doing his fundraiser for Boots on the Ground, I think it was. And I learned a lot. From Graz, I learned what not to do. Wow. He's textbook. More like Dr. Seuss textbook, but he's textbook when it comes to radio. Everybody else, they're up here. Graz, he's down here. But it's a great bunch of people. It's a tight bunch. Everybody has fun at each other's expense, which I think is pretty cool. But we keep it cordial, and I think there's a nice competitive camaraderie, which is good. And like tomorrow, I don't know if Andy's doing his show or somebody, but they're not going to do chicken sandwiches. No. They're going to do steak sandwiches because chicken sandwiches are for poor people, and they'll do steak sandwiches. So, that kind of camaraderie. Let's see. I'm going in for number 4. This bad boy right here, Chick-fil-A. People line up in Manhattan when they open Chick-fil-A like they were giving out, Angelina Jolie nude pics and the cure for cancer at the same place. The line was no less than a half a mile long on 36th or 37th Street in Manhattan. The ones over here on Long Island, the drive-thrus are still insane. This is the big deal. Now, I'm not biased, but I might give a little extra credit here because they got their own side of spooge sauce here. What a catchy name. Chick-fil-A sauce. What a marketing department at Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel obligated to put the sauce on. And, let's see what's going on. And, let's see. All right. Here we go. Well, I get that right away. You get that little taste of the old pickle. Jeff, you know what I'm talking about. You've tasted a pickle or two in your day. It's good. It's not an oh my god moment like I would thought. For all the hype, it's pretty lame. It's sort of like turning on Limo Talk on a Thursday night at 9 and finding out that Bobby and Rich are off and it's just Graz. You know what I'm saying. But, yeah, it's nice though. A little plump, not bad. I thought it would be juicier, but it's not too shabby. Not a lot of heat, but not cheap either. Chick-fil-A, it's a rich guy's chicken sandwich. That's all I'm saying. Well, using the Bodsey scoring system. Now, not many people know this, but this picture's been used twice. Once when Jeff did his concession speech, when he ran for student body president. He lost. But also, this is one of his best nights in comedy. I mean, first of all, look at him. He's lighting up the room. I mean, can you tell? I think this was a garage show. I believe he opened up for Arnie. But, according to the neighbor, he killed it. Yeah, he killed it. Even some of the neighborhood kids pulled up on their bikes and actually stopped for a couple of minutes just to listen to some of his jokes. But, what a handsome guy, right? All right, we got Chick-fil-A. All right. So, I don't know about you guys, but pre-quarantine I would have never been able to do this. But during quarantine I've learned to eat, 4 or 5 times my body weight every day. It's not a bad thing. There's sandwiches, there's pizza, there's Chinese food now. Before that, we were cooking like crazy. Had the smoker and the barbecue going. A lot of good food. Now there's this table of that. Basically looks like the floor of a Subway, but I think it's easy. Try going out and buying 5 different chicken sandwiches in, without using Google Maps. Not easy, but okay. So Chick-fil-A. I don't know if people are messaging in, but if you like Chick-fil-A, I would love to hear your, I would love to hear your feedback here. I'm looking. I'll read some comments in a minute because I'm sure I'm getting destroyed because, hey, that's what we do, right? It's okay, though. I love everybody. Not everybody. There's 2 people I don't love, but I love everybody else. All right. Well, let me have a little water here. By the way, it's like a monsoon rain outside, so. Okay. Now, I don't know whose napkins these are. They might be Burger King, but it's like using 1-ply toilet paper. It's terrible. Very crappy. But anyway, let's try the last one. Anybody else getting full, or is it just me? Popeyes. Now, full disclosure, no gunplay, no knife play. I didn't get into a brawl. I will say this, they didn't have a drive-through. But I'm looking forward to this one. Now, that's a plump sandwich. Not too shabby. I don't know if you guys have had one of these. Pretty good. Well, I'll be using another Bosey scoring sheet. Oh, by the way, votes are pouring in for Don Sill to arrange another match on Pazuzu. Put up, stand up, shut up, put up, shut up, stand up. It's interchangeable. Just put the put up first. People want to see this matchup. It wouldn't be a finals matchup, but I think it would be a nice first round matchup. Jeff Bosey versus a houseplant. I know that we've already had people volunteer to write some jokes for the houseplant, but I think this one this is a coin flip. So, but I'll be using this scoring sheet today for Popeye. So let me write that down. Okay, it's not too bad. And by the way, one thing I liked about the Popeye sandwich, $3.99. Other than that little mangy checkers one, pretty good bang for the buck. So I'm going to tally up the scores in a minute. Just a couple more things before I go. I don't want to beat you guys over the head with quarantine life because, well, you're already quarantined. Why should you suffer anymore? But I'm excited. I'm excited about Phase 2 in Long Island starting. I'm excited about, hopefully, God willing, fingers crossed that everything goes well and we get Phase 3 and Phase 4 and restaurants and bars and comedy clubs are back open. I don't know about you guys, but going to Governor's, going to the brokerage, going to McGuire's is a big part of my non-working world, My girlfriend and I go to a lot of comedy shows. I'll go to shows, meet my friends. I'll do shows. I don't do as many shows as probably I should, which anyone who's been to one of my shows knows I need to do more shows, but I still have fun doing it. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody and, seeing Jimmy and Laura again. And seeing my friend Mary Capone. Haven't seen her in a while, right? My little comedy running buddy that I get to hang with once in a while when we do shows. And who else? I haven't run into anybody. I did get to see Mike Keegan and Fat Jay and Bosey, and we went fishing. Some of the guys went fishing. Bosey and Keegan and I did not go fishing. We didn't catch anything. We were on a boat. It was moving. They gave us a pole, but there was no fish. Nothing. But, I miss seeing everybody. I'm looking forward to it. We do have, let me give my shameless plug that on Tuesday nights at 6:30, Jeff Bosey and I have our show called No Rhyme, No Reason. We've done it for about 6 weeks right now, and it shows. It's not good, but they're giving us a week 7. Actually, it's not true. We just had 2 awesome guests on. We had Peter Bales and Rich Walker, who run Stand Up University with Steve Lazarus, who is down in Florida, but 2 of the great comedians on Long Island and also instructors at Stand Up U. So we had a lot of fun doing that. And it would be nice to do a show in the studio. Instead of doing it from home with bad technology and having to drag my friends' heads back and forth. Everybody knows how that works. So I'm going to tally up the scores and have a special sheet here. Let's see. We have, okay. Let's see. I don't know if we have any questions, but I'm going to look in a second. I can't imagine anyone really cares what I have to say. And we got some pleasant surprises on the list here. I'm a little shocked. Here. Wow. Okay. So, I don't know about you guys, but this is my unofficial list. Again, I based it on the Bosey scoring system of spiciness and quality of the chicken, and also bang for the buck. And we have, wow, this is going to surprise some people. Whoops. Okay. And okay. All right, folks. I know the excitement is crazy. I appreciate all 4 of you that are listening in. Before I get to the final score, I am using more Bosey scoring system. I don't know if anybody remembers this historic day in Long Island comedy, but this was a good day. Those of you who might remember, young, up-and-coming comedian Jeff Bosey challenging, which to me I don't even know why he would. He was challenging Bonnie Scalise, and poor guy never had a chance. He just never had a chance. Bonnie was so confident about this matchup that she actually had her arms raised in victory for the promo picture. Let that be a lesson to you, Bosey. As you sit there with your arms folded, waiting, looks like you're waiting for your medical results back, and Bonnie has her arms raised in the air in victory beforehand. But in 5th place in the Spicy Chicken Sandwich Challenge, and again, the views of Rich Rada are not the views of Governor's Radio or Governor's Comedy Clubs. This is exclusively me. I'm sure if Chef Felix made a chicken sandwich, it would beat the shit out of the 5 of these, but he hasn't made me anything. So, number 5, Checkers. It's okay. 19 points. Number 4, very, very disappointing, was Chick-fil-A with 20 points. Wasn't great. Not the spicy one, anyway. Number 3, surprise on the list. The BK chicken sandwich. Pretty damn good. I got a chicken sandwich on my face. It was great. 2nd place, nothing to be ashamed of. Neither is 8th place, Bosey. Neither is 8th place. 2nd place. Where are you? Dun, dun, dun. Here it is. Wendy's. Let me tell you, it's got some good heat. It's a good sandwich. And 1st place in a runaway with 25 points. Not a runaway, 2 points. Popeye's chicken sandwich. Look at that mother. $3.99. Even an unemployed comedian could afford that thing. Right? So, that was pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. There's worse ways to do a quarantine show. And you might think that I do something different during quarantine, but pretty much every day has been a food eating challenge of some sort. I wake up and I try to figure out how many meals I can stuff in my face between then and when I go back to sleep. And you'd be surprised. Sometimes you hit some good numbers. And if I could get that many laughs per minute on stage, I would be, well, I'd be a legend. But yeah, it was pretty good. Also, my crew that made these beautiful signs using corn on the cob holders and Post-it notes, you know, don't underestimate what a GovsRadio guy can do under the gun here. So let me leave you guys with this. One, I think in 2 weeks I'm doing this again, and I'm leaning heavily towards doing some French fries while we chat. Noticeably absent from this list is McDonald's, because those pretentious bastards don't even have a spicy chicken sandwich. What's the point? Why open? Seriously. Jeez. I want to thank GovsRadio, one, for letting Jeff and I be part of the gang. We have a great time. But more importantly, and I say this, I know it sounds like we're kidding all the time, but, you know, today is the 91st day of quarantine. And I have tried to tune into as much Govs Radio as possible during this quarantine because, quite frankly, you always get some laughs, other than this half hour, so shut up. But you always get some laughs, and then you get to hear your friends. You know, if you can't see them, it's nice to hear them, right? So I always look forward to, and my favorite thing, to be honest with you, is reading everybody's comments and replying. It almost sounds like you're hanging out with them, and you know, it's not the same as being by the bar and having a nice Guinness and stuff like that, but it does fill a little bit of the void, and I know everybody's going through it. I know I can tell people's powder is flying off their donuts here because you just go on Facebook for 5 minutes and you can tell the level of insanity, I guess, that's out there. Nobody thought this would be 3 months of this, and you know, I think that you know, kudos to Mike and Graz for putting together Quarantine Life, because I think it's a cool little thing to throw in during the day. I'm not going to lie to you, I probably would have had those 5 different chicken sandwiches even if I wasn't doing Quarantine Life today. And I definitely would have been carrying around pictures of Jeff Posey too, because who doesn't? Although I'm thinking of replacing him as my screensaver. I mean, I've had different screensavers. You know, I mean, who didn't have the Darren Dillon Halloween costume screensaver? Am I right? But then I replaced that with the Jeff Posey screensaver. But I got to be honest with you, the Michelle Fox birthday video screensaver. Sorry, Jeff. Just saying, you might get bumped again. But I appreciate everybody listening in, all 6 of you. Tell all your friends, this way there'll be 8 of them listening next time. Before I check off quickly, I'd like to just thank a few people who watched. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, Danielle Asher, how are you? We love Danielle, and oh my God, very talented. Ken Purcell, you know what? Nobody is Govs Radio more than Ken Purcell. Ken, are you on TV, buddy? Andy Plagianos. You know, I love the guy, but God damn him and his talent. Smart. Let's hope he doesn't clone himself. Joan Kupiasha, how are you? And she's asking if Ken is wearing Bosey's underwear. Who doesn't? Danielle, you are right. The Bosey scoring system of spiciness is a sentence and a half. Who else we got? Jeff Bosey. Wow, Jeff Bosey's listening in. You know, your hope is when you do something like this that one day you'll make it big and maybe somebody will discover you. But that's not going to happen. But in lieu of that, the second biggest thing is if someone like Jeff Bosey could listen to your show, I don't think I'll sleep tonight. Mike Keegan. Well, Carla is driving, but she said she'll fight me right now about the Chick-fil-A review. You know, listen, Carla, they don't even open on Sundays. They're anti-gay. Go find a new chicken sandwich is all I'm saying. Okay, Ken Purcell likes the 80s BK chicken sandwich. Ken, I will wholeheartedly agree with you. One of my favorite chicken sandwiches is the original BK chicken sandwich. There's definitely no chicken in it, but I love it. And extra mayo, what's not to love? That's all I'm saying. Carla, what the... Jeez, Carla. Ken Purcell wants to try some Zorns. They're okay. All right. Danielle Ash is rooting for Popeyes because they're plump. I love it. Nothing wrong with plump. We're all there. Carla is saying it's outrageous. I don't know why Ken is saying free Graz. Someone just... Listen, we can discuss freeing Graz. Someone unlocked the closet so Graz can come out of it. That's how you free Graz, right? He's very, very fixated on Jeff's pooper. I don't know what it is, but Someone unlock Graz's closet, and maybe he'll fall out. Okay. Well, folks, I had a lot of fun. But eating 5 chicken sandwiches, you would have fun too. Maybe you'll do French fries, but I'll ask Carla first because maybe I'll have to pick a special French fry. She's very, very feisty. But listen, thanks again. I know I speak for everyone at GovsRadio when I say thank you for all you guys that always tune in. And without the audience, we don't have anything. And I'm gonna wait. My dog is scratching. Maybe she'll join us for the end. Oh yeah. What's up, Jordy? That's my quarantine life. I hang out with my dog. And come here, puppy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh. Some chicken sandwiches. I hang out with this one. So thanks again. I hope everybody had a good time. And next time we'll do French fries maybe. And I'm thinking right now of having Jordan lick the Chick-fil-A sandwich. It might make it taste better is all I'm saying, Carla. You know what I mean? But thank you again. Thanks everyone at GovsRadio. Thanks for entertaining us throughout this quarantine. And thanks for all you guys for listening in. Everybody have a wonderful time.